For small business owner.
Okay, yeah, the name's changed. So, alright, soon as this thing goes, you should be seeing our faces. As soon as you see our faces, I'm gonna go ahead and start. It's probably because of the uploading too. It's almost finished uploading. Also, what's what's shorty name? That be going to all the events that we know.
With the SG Road joint.
Yeah, send the
Shorty.
link. Send the link to her.
I don't got none of her information.
Not talking about on like social media. You said you don't see our faces yet.
I ain't say that. Possible. Yeah, we live.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hold on. Yeah, we live.
Let's get it. And you know what's crazy? This episode 75, fellas.
Yeah.
75 is crazy. 75 is 75 is wild. Man, but
It's a good number.
the five's an even better number. You see how I ended, right?
I wouldn't know. I don't have a five. I wouldn't know.
Oh shoot.
I wouldn't know.
That's how we started the show.
Fives
That's
don't
how
make it
we
around. Fives don't make it around these parts. I don't know.
that's how we started the show. That's crazy. But to all my people that still watch wrestling, man, welcome to our live
So
show,
speaking in
man.
code that only the ones that know will know what that means.
All that's the pure definition of if you know you know right there, man. That's the pure definition of if you know, man. Man, that's hilarious, bro. But yes, this is episode 75 of Yes, We Still Watch Wrestling. So all my people that still watch wrestling, Dennis here, Shaq is here, Chili is here, and it is
The
WrestleMania week.
greatest week for a wrestling fan is here.
The
Yes, it's like
time
Christmas.
the time has come. Like we are here, months of build up or not so much build up,
No,
depending
not
on
so
who
much.
you ask.
Boy, it's so much.
And the wrestling community, IWC or the WWE loyalists, whatever you want to call them right now, they are in a frenzy right now talking about the build-ups and what has been good, what it hasn't been good, what may have you. So we're gonna talk about all of that before we get into WrestleMania, though. In the interest of fairness, this is a wrestling podcast, not a WWE podcast. There was a show Sunday night,
Mhm.
AEW Dynasty, and I'm gonna ask you fellas to give a review of what you feel like. We know I'm obviously AEW, like they put on great pay-per-views. They kind of doing what I always like to say with, like, at one point NXT Takeover was killing it. We know like AEW puts a lot of pride into their pay-per-views as far as the match qualities and stuff like that. But what did y'all think of AEW Dynasty, and did anything like particularly stand out to y'all in regards to the shows?
Great pay per view.
Um, yeah, good show. It's like you can't really say much about the AEW pay per view. It's just they're gonna put on, they're gonna and they're gonna do work. That opening match, that Young Bucks and Takesha and Okada match is just like what a opener is what I can say. Like
Yeah,
that's how you open the show.
yeah,
Like that's how you open the show. Shout out to Darby, and Darby needs to be studied. For real, man. How he puts himself through all of that, and he can still walk. Like Darby and El Idolo, Andrade going through a match like that and not having to use blood. That's what I like. They didn't have to, get busted open or anything like that. And I also did like the tag match that Edge and Christian can still do it at a very high level. Or excuse me, what is it?
They lost.
Cope and Christian, even though they lost, like they can still do it at a sorry, I don't want to get sued. Cope and Christian can still do it
like
at a very high level.
Osprey Moxley match. I really like
Osprey
that. That was my
Moxley
favorite
match.
match.
Yeah.
MJF Omega was good.
If Osprey doesn't win the title in London, I don't know what's up.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're saving it for. Yeah,
I'm about to say
in London,
a title, if not the title.
I'm about to say he lost. About to say he lost Sunday, right?
Yeah, and then John Moxley dropped in on his head like 11 times.
He kind of packed him up a little bit, yeah.
And that boy hit one of these kicking.
and just when I gave Tony Khan credit, because I hit the group chat, I was like, "Hey guys, Tony's doing pretty good with time tonight." It's like 8:45. We already like 3 matches in. No, yeah, we did it. That yeah.
Nah.
Hey, the Casino Gauntlet match. What do you think of that? I like that. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
They have one every pay-per-view. It's kind of like that was my getting.
That is true.
That was kind of like I'm getting myself ready for Monday type thing. Let me pick out what I'm gonna wear. Let me pack my meal prep. Let me do it until peeking at the TV.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to AEW. AAA had a good pay-per-view. Jasper was good, man. Appreciate you being on with us, man.
Good, Pastor.
AAA had a good show. Shout out to them finally pulling the trigger on the Mass versus Mass match, but that's going to be at AAA's big pay-per-view for the year. So definitely going to be locked in for that. That should be good. So yeah, time to get into the business at hand, man. Mania season, man. So I got to
shout out. Be safe if you on your way to Vegas. Be safe. All that. Have fun. Turn up. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You know what they say, right?
So here's what we're gonna do. First and foremost, right? I heard this question asked on a couple of different podcasts. So I'm gonna ask you guys the same question because I feel like it's a good question. So before I do, I just want to recap what night 1 and night 2 is. So night 1's lineup for Saturday, WrestleMania is first. We don't know the match orders. Actually, we do. So yeah, the first match is going to be the 6-man tag, the Usos and LA Knight versus Division and ISO Speed. We got McIntyre versus Jake and Fatu. Then we got
the first 2 and then the main events. You don't know the rest of the match order.
Yeah, we don't know the rest of the match order. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. The women's tag team Fatal 4-Way. Charlotte, Alexa, Lash Legend, and Nia Jax. The Bellas, Bailey and Lia Valkyrie. Then we got Rollins and Gunther. Then we got Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan, and then Cody versus Randy. And then night 2's lineup is, and I'm not saying it's in direct order, but Oba versus Brock. Then we got the Intercontinental ladder match. Penta.
That's correct. That's how.
Those were first. They'll put those 2 on TV on ESPN.
Yeah, Oba and Brock will be the first match. I hate that it's not going to be. It'll still be light out there when the match is going on. I need to see Oba's entrance when it's like nighttime, and they shut all the lights off on some Undertaker shit, and then the lights hit.
It would be super dope, but they can't do it until it's really dark out there because the way the stadium is, they got that see-through roof, which is trash.
That's what I'm saying. Because it's not. If it's at 6, it's still gonna be like light out 6 or 7. It's gonna be light
out. Which is crazy because it's a dome arena, but they got the see-through joint.
Yeah, you can see through.
Yeah, so Rab, what's good? We are live, bro. Blink twice. We are live.
Oh,
What's
oh
good?
boy.
What's good? But
Here comes some bullshit.
6 man ladder match: Penta, JD Madonna, Dragon Lee, Rusev, Rey Mysterio, Javon Evans. Then you got Sami Zayn versus Trick for the U.S. title. Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley for the women's championship. Demon Finn versus Dirty Dom, and then the main event, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. So I said the two lineups to say to ask this question. If you was in Vegas and you only had money though to buy a ticket for one of those nights, either night one or night two.
Tonight too.
Night two.
Yeah, I'm buying night two just for
Easily,
Punk and Roman, and then you add Oba and Brock to it. Like,
easily night two.
yeah, I'm at night two now. With that being said, which lineup is the better lineup? Which card is the better
Night
card?
two.
Night two still.
Y-
Night two.
why you say night two? I just want to hear what you guys say.
The bookends are enough in
Yeah, they're
itself
about
to
to say the
be night.
bookends are enough for me to say that it's better.
Okay, so because night two got the better stories. Okay,
No one wants to see the main event of night one just because of Pat McAfee. Literally.
okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I
Just
ain't
That's
because
fair.
never
everybody's
seen a
afraid how
mania
that match is
have
gonna
this many
end. Yeah, nobody
sales
nobody wants to see
the
it.
week of ever. Boy, if
I
they
would.
had this many sales when we went to Orlando, boy, we'd be winning, man.
All right, so
35% off tickets.
just to play advocate, I'm with y'all. I'm going to night two for sure. Just off of Roman, I think Roman and Punk, and we'll get into this later, but I think Roman and Punk is going to be an all-time classic. I really do. But especially with it being Punk's first singles match in the main event of Mania. He's had a main event match last year, but it was a singles match. I think Punk's going to put on. I think Roman's going to put on. I think it's going to be an all-time classic. Here's what I will say though. I think the top two bills to Mania has been Roman and Punk, and then, in my opinion, right after that, Oba and Brock. But you could argue that number two probably should go to
I'm about
McIntyre
to
and
say, yeah,
Jacob.
Drew and Jacobs number two.
Drew and Jacob. Then you got Becky and
It's
AJ.
three. It's number
Be-
three.
Becky and Becky.
Every other lead up, every other storyline in Mania has been mid. Other than those three, it's been
Rap
straight
Yeah,
mid.
hilarious.
Rav's a fool, man.
Rap's
Straight
Shout
mid.
out
hilarious.
to our
AJ
boy
Becky
Rav, man.
mid.
You
I
think
agree, Rab.
hold on, you think AJ and Becky's
Storyline mid. The best promo they had was the one where they finally were face to face at the bar top, like when they weren't in the ring. That was their best promo. But
are you all
other
right?
than
So
that,
when you
mid.
where are you starting this at? Because technically this has been built up for like almost a year, but where are you starting at?
It's been mid. It's
The
been mid.
entire you think the entire storyline's been mid?
Yeah.
I can't agree with that one. I think AJ and Becky's feud. I think it's been dope, and I think we called this at the Rumble that they was gonna have a match beforehand, and they was gonna kind of drift this out to this being the final match between them or whatnot. Like the ending, WrestleMania is gonna be the conclusion of this whole story or whatnot. So I like the AJ and Becky joint. So if you think the AJ and Becky joint was mid, then
It's
you
not
must
that I
think the
don't
lid.
like it. You're in the confines of what we're talking about right now, like with the other storylines. Like there isn't much good stories going on right now in Mania. Like run the matches again. Like look, the fact that Oba
What?
and Brock have literally skyrocketed to damn like to number two storyline over Cody,
Mm,
Randy, and all these other ones, AJ and Becky, for the
mm,
sake of they've only talked literally one time, and that was this most recent one.
yeah, they did it
Like,
right though. They did it right.
I mean, absolutely, everything was
Yeah,
perfect. Everyone said what they had to say. Brock literally didn't have to even say a whole lot. Oba just had to do his part, and he did, and he crushed it.
yeah, I agree. Um, they saying Jasper and Rab said Jacob and Drew gonna steal the show. They very well could.
Not on ESPN. They not.
They very well could. They very well could.
There's only so
Nah,
much they can do
it's gonna be
on that
toned
free
down, bro.
TV.
They're gonna PG that thing up.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Drew,
not
Like a
on that
Raw.
free TV.
I don't know,
Yeah,
dog.
You're
Cause
not gonna
Drew,
be frustrated.
I mean, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be a great match.
I agree, Jay. Living Stephanie's storyline is better than AJ and Becky's.
I agree too,
Now,
Jay.
hold on. Now, Willie, you just called this storyline trash last week. You
What?
just said that. You just said that
When did
storyline
I
was
say
trash.
that?
You said Liv and Steph's storyline was trash
I
last
didn't say
week.
that last week.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You said it
Crazy,
was trash. You said
crazy.
it was. I know
Pull the
that.
tape.
Don't. I got the receipt. Don't you worry.
Listen,
As your editor.
Rewind.
but listen. What you're trying to do is co-op what I'm saying
Yeah.
by trying to attach. I literally just said, yeah, Liv and Steph is better than AJ
Uh,
and Becky. I didn't say it's the greatest storyline. You said it was trash, brother. It can still be trash and still be better than AJ and Becky.
so both of them are mid tiers. One is a little bit better than the other one. Is what you said.
Yeah, like they AJ. I mean, Liv and Stephanie over time have gotten it popping. I
Yeah.
probably said Stephanie Becerra's title run has been trash. They need to get that belt up off her. I think that's what you're
Okay.
mistaking what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Because
You're
I'm
right.
like,
You're
no, I
right.
don't think that. Like they've been on and popping ever since Stephanie made her ass cry. It's been
Yeah.
on and popping. Now that she done got that big Looney Tune noggin on her head,
And
you know what I mean?
that joint is not going away before Mania either.
Good
It will be
Lord.
there.
No.
it will be there at Mania too, which is crazy.
Little bit of makeup will cover that right up.
Yeah, we gonna
The
see. I
fuck?
mean, but hey, they'll be able to work America. Now here's $1 million question: which match is gonna be better, AJ and Becky, or Stephanie Victoria and Liv?
Stephanie and
Stephanie and
Liv.
Becky.
Mm, I'm gonna go with AJ and Becky.
You really all right?
I'm gonna go ahead
You gotta stop
because
As,
that.
I'm going
Yo,
AJ.
you gotta chill,
as my
bro.
legal
I
You
just said
gotta
last
chill.
week.
Yo, son,
I
AJ
just
didn't had like I can
see
count
you
on my
going off
hand.
it.
I'm bro.
You focus on the wrong
Come on,
things.
man.
What did I say last week? I said last week that AJ Lee is officially. I'm not AJ Lee. Becky Lynch is officially Mrs. WrestleMania. She has not missed. She don't miss at Mania, yo. And I
I'm
think
not saying the match gonna be bad, but it
this a
ain't gonna
legacy
be
match for
better.
her, yo. This a
It
legacy
ain't gonna
match
be better.
for AJ. AJ is
It's a
she's just
legacy match
returning
for who?
for Becky.
How?
Cause like
this, this this is a legacy match for
this
her.
is a legacy
What?
match for
Yo,
her.
bro, Dent, you gotta chill,
This
bro.
no.
You
This a
gotta
chance to
chill.
put the notch. This a chance to put a notch on the belt. Like I done
Oh man.
look at it from this before you close mind this out. Like hear me out real quick. What has she done the past 3 WrestleManias? She's put other people over, right? She put Bianca over. She put Rhea over. She put even Lara Valkyria over by way of tag match or whatnot. She's put people over. That's why she hasn't missed, right? But the one match that she had to actually build a legacy, a lot of people look at it as a disappointment. And that was a triple threat for the main event. Now you got somebody who's over popular with the fans, came back after like a 10 plus year hiatus or whatnot, absolute legend in WWE or whatnot. And I got a chance to go out here and have a match on the biggest stage for a title that I made at Mania. Like, I think if Becky goes out here and put out an all time classic, you can't deny that she's Mrs. WrestleMania, yo.
Yo,
She don't
this is
miss.
wow. Like
She
the
don't
fact
miss.
that you're labeling this as Becky's legacy match as if her legacy isn't already like
Mhm.
staple.
That's solidified.
Yeah,
Always
like
bet on Becky.
that's why I'm like, yo, you
See
talking crazy. You talking
Solidified as
crazy,
what
bro.
though? Solidified as what though?
Arguably, like she is in the argument for greatest female wrestler of all time, for one.
So that
Like,
means it's rule from improvement, right? You don't have her as number one
but no,
solidified.
again, like, like you're trying to split the hair right now. What I'm talking about, I'm saying
No, you try to split the hair. What I'm
no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no. Listen to me. You trying to flip my words. I'm telling you what you're saying is crazy. Like that, this is a legacy match for her. She can lose this match and it mean nothing. It's just another WrestleMania moment for AJ Lee. because
Agreed.
again, this does more for AJ Lee and her coming back and competing with the new generation and doing something with it
I think you.
more so than it does for Becky Lynch and her beating another one of these old timers. She done beat up on Trish Stratus, one of the Bellas probably, and some other old farts
Man,
from
Trish
before
was
maybe.
wise. Oh, Bellas
Like
was
again,
wise
like
too. They all wise, bro.
There
They
will
we
be
not gonna do that.
there
Nah, we
will
not
be
doing.
no Trish slander on this podcast.
it's
None.
not
They, I
about
mean,
the
There
I
Trish
will
love
be
slander.
Trish, but
It's
she
there will
was
not
be
about
no
the
wise.
Trish
Trish
slander.
slander.
It's more so just about the fact that like Dent has the audacity to say that yo, this is her
No,
legacy.
because you're missing up what I'm saying. What I'm saying, well, you're
Who
taking
said
this.
it?
You're no,
What sort of thing said
because you're taking this as me saying that if Becky goes out and has a bad match, it's gonna downgrade her legacy. What I'm simply saying is that this is another notch on her belt, but could be one of the biggest notch on the belts that she has because of who she's going into the ring with. It's almost like the best way I could.
Bro, you make it seem like folks had AJ Lee and her
What's matter of fact,
talking about wrestling
matter of fact,
match.
what did Gunther come out there and say? What did Gunther come out there and say to Seth Monday night? And we'll get into this more later. But Gunther came out there and said, "Yo, like you run around here, you calling yourself the best. Meanwhile, I had the title and you ducked me. Like you wanted no issue with me so whatsoever. You were so busy creating your own faction that you ducked me. And they got like a 10-year difference between them, right? Like that's what I'm saying. AJ Lee is not washed. AJ Lee has put on great matches and stuff like that. AJ Lee is a great opponent, and because of AJ Lee's stamp and her resume, I'm saying this is just another notch on Becky Lynch's belt. But they got a chance to be one of the most impressive matches that she's had in Mania history. I'm not saying if she goes out there and delivers a dud, it's going to demean her legacy. That's what you're taking this as. That's not what I'm
That's not
saying.
what I'm saying.
What
I'm
I'm
just saying it's
saying.
not a legacy. Like this is not gonna make or break. Like if this match did not happen, we are not like we're not saying anything negative about AJ regardless.
They say that about Russell
She
Wilson.
be fighting fucking Bianca Belair or Rhea
They
Ripley.
say,
Like,
they say
it ain't
they
gonna
say
matter.
they say the
That's what
same
I'm
thing
saying.
about Russell Wilson until he threw the pick at the goal line. They say the same thing about Pat Mahomes until he got blown out by 30. I mean, I'm just saying, dog. Like
More,
that's
more than once.
hey, I'm just saying, man. This is I'm once again, I'm not saying that this is gonna downgrade her legacy if she goes out there and have a dud. What I'm saying is that on her resume, this has a chance to be one of her most impressive performances in the history of her Mania career. That's essentially what I'm saying. That's why I say it's a legacy match. It's a chance for her to boost her legacy even more. Not demean it by any chance. It's almost like LeBron. If LeBron wins another ring right now, then his legacy goes further up. But if he doesn't, then it's cool. Like I mean, his legacy is stamped. That's pretty much what I'm saying. It's pretty much what I'm saying. You ain't gotta agree. It's cool. It's cool. Let me read the comments real quick.
And
Jasper said
Rab
this.
being Rab.
What you say?
Rab being Rab.
Jasper said this AJ's second Mania match. That match, the IC title seems insignificant for this match. Rab said this one of the run to this. Rab says one of the run to the store matches. Ain't no draws in this ring. Hey, Rab hilarious though. All right. So
Hey,
y'all saying
want to shout out Jay Stevens, where it is, man. I agree with his statement, man. Hey, the match between AJ and Becky is more important than this damn IC title even being involved. Like,
now that I agree with. I agree with that 100%. This match
not even needed, bro. Someone else that damn title. Yeah, this match was not even.
Who did they have the opportunity to pass the title to and didn't before Mania? Who did before AJ won the title from Becky? I feel like
had it.
Matt Seen Dupree had it. It was somebody else too. Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that one. This match didn't have to be for the IC title. Now, granted, it's dope that they got the IC title being defended on WrestleMania. I will say that because we see what's going on with the US title, with the women's US title. So I mean, at least it's being defended. So you know what I mean. So I say that, but I do agree.
Still an afterthought because the only reason it's being defended is just to have someone with the women's title.
Yeah. Real talk. Yeah. And side note, real quick, before we get into like, so hold on, matter of fact, just so I can know, y'all saying that night 2's card is better than night 1's? Okay. I would say this on paper. I agree with y'all. Night 2, this card is better than night 1. But what I will say is that match quality wise, night 1 got a potential to be better than night 2. But I'm gonna go with y'all. I think night 2 is gonna be better than night 1. I really do. But I wouldn't be surprised because between Seth and Gunther, AJ and Becky, Liv and Stephanie, and Liv, does Liv have like a WrestleMania defining moment? Like, does she have like a performance that stands out? I'm drawing a blank. The only thing I remember her being is in like tag matches. I don't remember her being in a singles match at Mania. I can't. If she has, I can't remember what it was. Because remember, like this is the first year they're having multiple women's matches on Mania. Normally it's like one singles match per card. They got like the first night got 2 singles matches, and then the second night, how many is on one? We thought it was gonna be 2, which is leading to my next question. What's your biggest disappointment about this WrestleMania card? If you had one thing that was to spot out, me, I'm gonna say this: the fact that Io Sky is not on this card in any way, shape, form, or fashion is absolutely crazy. That's absolutely crazy to me. That's my thing. So Rab, that was SummerSlam. She beat Rhea at SummerSlam. That wasn't WrestleMania. Me and Willie was there for that one. That's probably like that's a moment we could say we was there for when Dom turned on Rhea.
Dom turned on Rhea.
Yeah, me and Willie was in the crowd for that one. Yeah, so
about to send some boy to go meet his maker.
Oh, hey, that was we was definitely about to scrap in the crowd. We was definitely about to scrap in the crowd. It was crazy. I was waiting. It's for his late. Hey, dog. I forgot all about that. We definitely was about to scrap, about to beat this man up in front of his wife, dog. That was crazy. But yeah, that's my disappointment. What's y'all? If y'all had one disappointment from the card, what you got? Jasper said no tag titles being defended. I can agree with that too. Like neither tag titles being defended. That's crazy.
I'll probably go with all the injuries in the switching of the card because this was supposed to be Rey Mysterio's last match. This is supposed to be Seth versus Braun. What other injuries that we don't know what happened to?
You talking about? You mean Seth versus? Oh, no, it was originally supposed to be Seth versus Roman.
I mean Seth versus. So what's Braun Breaker gonna be doing?
And they ain't know, but the main event was supposed to be Seth versus Roman. That was supposed to be the main event.
Rab, you're about to get kicked from the chat. I'm gonna let you know that now. You're about to get kicked from the chat.
Yeah, so it was originally Roman versus Seth. That was supposed to be the main event night 2. With Roman potentially.
Like, am I upset that we're getting Gunther versus Seth? No, because I feel that match right there is gonna steal the weekend. That's what I feel. I feel that's the match is gonna steal the show. But I wanted to see what the card would have fleshed out to be had there been no injuries. Good quick pivots, but still I wanted to see what would have been without it.
That's facts. I got a follow-up question for you, Shaq. Yeah. With that being said, was the faking of the injury worth it for Seth?
So we all learned a long time ago in sports we don't fake injuries, man, because real injuries happen. Because real injuries happen.
Real injuries happen.
Now you see what happens, right?
Oh man!
I would say now.
I would say disappointments would probably be, honestly, man, even though I understand why it's being done just for the sake of access, but the first hour being on ESPN, and then the matches that are on the first hour more so than it just being a free first hour. Okay.
The matches that are on ESPN, I 100% called that those are going to be the matches they were going to put on free TV. Like
Oba, it's such a disappointment. Like I hate to be that person. Put the girls on the free hour, man. Like,
That ain't gonna get people to watch.
I know that's the point, bro, and I get it.
So you
Like,
saying treat?
why you disrespecting us and pitting
You said
all
true like
women
the
in
free for all back in the day when it was on the preview channel, in the little
Bruh.
square.
Or not even that. Just I guess treated like the pre-show. How they
But
used to do the pre-shows.
the
Put them
other
on
thing I'm
YouTube.
disappointed about
Mm.
is the fact that there aren't enough matches at Mania. I think this should be their exception with this whole 6 match routine and crap that they go through. Have a fucking legit pre-show like AEW has with wrestling during that hour where they have like
Zero
two or
hour,
three
right?
matches. You're
Yeah.
getting spotlight like they used to have. You know what I mean? Like, I
Mm.
don't know why they don't do that for the sake of getting some more eyes on the product and
Because they
getting more
have to play
people
the
on the
same
screen.
promos they're gonna play during the show.
Rap hilarious. He said Willie want to put the girls on Sunday Night Heat.
Hey, hey, Sunday Night Heat used to be a time you got matches, but it also developed the storylines before you went into the pay per view.
Hey
So
man,
not a bad point there, Rabbi.
it starts at 6, so we're gonna see how much time.
Mania started at 6.
Yeah, it starts at 6.
Pre-show starts at 6, my nigga. Come on, nigga.
Okay.
Hold on, it say
I don't believe that foolery.
yo, but it say the flyer says 6 Eastern start time.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah, kickoff event is at 5.
Yeah, so yeah, it's at 6. It's at 6. So it's gonna be interesting to see how much time they get on for these matches. But let's get down to what we came here for. Let's do
Well,
the
you know, final match
predictions.
gonna be an hour, so
Mm. So I'm about
Started at 6. You right?
I'm gonna bounce around from. I'm not gonna go all the way like do our predictions for night 1 and then night 2. I'm gonna bounce around from card to card. So, but I'm gonna pick a match from night 1 first.
Who has
So,
the belt right now?
huh?
Who has the
Willie,
title?
Willie, Willie got the belt.
dare you ask
So,
such a question like
because
that?
the last time we did predictions
Not
was
you,
Elimination
nigga.
Chamber.
Clearly, asking silly questions.
I just want to
Yeah.
know I just want to know who I was going to be at WrestleMania. That's I just want to know who I'm gonna be. That's all I wanted to know.
All right, so first match we're gonna do. Matter of fact, yep. First match we're gonna do Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. Who is winning this match?
Jacob.
Jacob.
Jacob. Shaq, take notes of the predictions.
Oh, I gotta do
Yeah,
work.
you gotta do work. So, all right. So all three of us got Jacob.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
Yeah. So all three of us got Jacob. Um, what you? Oh, you getting a pen and pad?
You know it.
Oh man. All right, cool. So yeah, all the three of us got Jacob. Cool.
All right,
All right.
hold on now. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. All right, we all got Jacob.
Yeah, we all got Jacob. All right, next match. I'm gonna go to a match from night 2, real quick. And honestly, we could talk about how we feel about this match too. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the U.S. title. Who is winning this match?
Y'all know my answer.
This is
Sammy's gonna win through some dirty trick shit.
let's do some shenanigans, right?
Yeah, to do some shenanigans.
Gonna put that boy in a pack. You hear me? Smoking on that trick pack.
But
Maya, what's
I
up,
am of
Maya?
the thought this
Go to bed, Maya.
Well, I said it in the group chat, and I'll make a brief comment about it. To counter AEW giving Kevin Knight that belt, every black wrestler on the main card about to win. That's
Triple
my
H
theory.
and Tony Khan, my brother.
Yeah. They about to sweep. Oba's about to do it. Give us a
Trump
late
gonna make one
history
phone call,
book.
brother, and say Triple H, it doesn't work for me. Let's end that.
Yeah, we
I'm gonna go Trick.
Yeah, now Jay, Jay, I do have that happen. I do have the double turn happening. I do have that happening.
we'll double turn
Sammy and Trick match.
So you got Trick being a baby face and Sammy going here. Oh yeah, for sure.
I got that
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, for
But nobody
sure.
made their pick yet. I picked Sam because he gonna put that boy in a pack. I would never vote for Trick Williams. Hear me, Rad? Never.
I'm a dog. Trick don't even. He did. He just did the interview with Pivot, and then even bring up Hampton again.
I
Like
don't
if he don't
care.
acknowledge it, hey,
I
he did.
know he went there, so therefore I can never root for him
My thing
ever.
now that I think about it is if Sammy loses, what's next? Like I don't know what kind of storyline is there.
Because the crash out, he gonna officially. He hasn't
Yeah, he
crashed
about to
out
crash
yet.
out. He about to use
He
his
hasn't
head.
That is
fully.
true.
He
Yeah,
hasn't fully
He
crashed out
hasn't hit
yet.
rock bottom again yet.
Yeah, this is when we're gonna get the full
to
crash out for
quote, to
Sammy.
quote, to quote a movie, I'm not saying it, but he has to go full retard. And you know he
Yeah,
never go full
but then again, it's almost this is almost like a ranking thing. Like, do you really book Trick Williams in his first Mania to beat Sammy? And I'm gonna go yes. I'm gonna go Trick. Yeah, I'm gonna go Trick.
You know,
Trick is
Trick,
my pick. Yeah, I'll go with Trick, man.
really,
I think Trick is the pick. I do. I think Trick is the pick. But I could easily see Sami Zayn winning this match.
Esquire.
Uh,
Yeah, that's a trick.
he
Trick.
said Trick.
Okay.
That'll never happen, right? He telling us what y'all gonna do when Trick pull up with Carmella Hayes as his manager. That'll never happen.
He gonna go. He gonna do. Damn, it's pretty boring over here. Let me go across the water and see what's popping over there.
That's crazy. All right, let's jump back to, and I think the chat got Jacob for the first one. We already know Rab's going with Trick. All right, night two. Let's get one of these easy matches out the way. Well, actually, this might not be easy to call. So we're gonna go with the Usos and LA Knight versus Division and Astro Speed. Who y'all got winning this match?
Division.
Division.
I'm gonna go with the Usos and LA Knight. I'm gonna go with the Usos. The fact that Jimmy, I thought the Usos weren't gonna be in Manias, but the fact that they are, and shout out to them changing that theme music expeditiously.
Oh,
'Cause that
them boys, WWE heard TKO heard the background.
yeah, thank
Real-
you, thank you,
real
thank
quick
you.
to that.
Cause that I don't know what that music was. It came out to last week, but I the fact that they in this match, they might if the Usos win, it'll set up a rematch for the tag title. So that's what I'm looking at. But I don't know. LA Knight could be the one to get pinned by Astro Speed, which would be crazy. So I'm gonna go with the Usos and LA Knight though. Wait, Willie, where you at with it?
He said division.
Oh, you said division. All right, I'm gonna go with the
That,
Usos
that
now.
is all bloodline all the time, gang. You crazy?
And LA Knight ain't bloodline. He don't get to claim that.
The Usos is bloodline.
That's true. All right. We're gonna go with night two. We're gonna go with the IC ladder match. So for those of you that don't know who's in this match, is JD McDonough versus Dragon Lee versus Penta versus Javon Evans versus Rey Mysterio versus Rusev. Who do y'all got?
Penta.
I know it won't be Rusev. I know that. It won't be Dragon Lee. You know that. Who you got, Willie?
Javon.
It definitely won't be JD McDonough. Um, you know who I could easily see winning this match though? I could see Rey Mysterio winning this match, and then Dom coming after him for to get his IC title back. Yeah, cause he said the reason why he didn't want to fight Gunther at Mania is because he wanted his last match to be in Mexico versus Dom. Um, and I mean they could do the retirement thing or and put the IC title on Ray and make it for the IC title too, because Don made it clear he's going back after his IC title. So I could see Ray winning this match. I would be over the moon if Javon Evans wins this match. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm believing we're going three out of four. Mania week. We're going 3 out of 4, man.
Hey, Jasper made a good point.
Speed is still cursed.
So Speed is still cursed.
First one getting gotten rid of, man.
So Speed still cursed. You all right, Tilly went with Javon. Who you Shaq, you got Penta? Dang man. It's between Penta, Javon, and Ray. Mm, this is tough. My heart is saying Javon, but my gut is saying that Ray is gonna win this match. You know what? I'm gonna go with Javon too. I'm gonna go with Javon. I'm gonna go with Javon. All right, we're gonna jump back to night.
Man,
We're gonna jump back to night one. So night one, we gonna go with Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Hey, in my personal opinion, this is the two best wrestlers in WWE right now having a match at Mania. That's why I'm not mad at it. Like
That's why I said no disagree. I'm not mad at the match.
yeah,
I'm not mad at it at all.
and I'm not mad at who you got one or who you got two right now at this moment. I have Gunther one and Seth two, but that it's honestly like a Jay Z Nas debate for me. I could wake up one morning and be like feel like Nas the goat. The next one I could feel like Jay Z the goat. Like to me, is that close of a race. So I think this is a match that absolutely could be the best show. I mean, best match of the entire weekend. But who
That's what I
y'all
have.
picking? Who y'all picking to win the match?
Who you picking?
Who am I picking?
Yeah.
I'm picking Gunther. What are we even talking about here?
Yeah, I think Gunther has to win this match, and I could easily see Braun Breaker getting involved in the match and costing
That's why
Seth
I'm
the
going
match.
with Gunther. I got
Yeah,
Braun getting involved. Yeah.
yeah. I think
Jay's picking Seth. Willie's
I
picking Gunther.
I
I'm
don't
picking.
I just don't know how do we get to Paul still on Gunther a
Well,
favor
I
if
told you
Gunther
what
loses
could.
the match.
I think I said it last week. What could happen with something happens, Heyman's in the ring, and whatever, he's got Paul lined up for something. Like he's got Paul lined up for the stomp or to hit him with the chair, and then Gunther comes back in and sacrifices himself, saves himself for Paul.
I don't see that happening. I mean, it could happen,
I'm
but
just saying how we get there, how we still get there.
I don't see that. The only reason why I don't see that being the reason though is because Gunther already hinted to the fact that Paul owes him way more than the thank you.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I'm
not as
saying?
impactful, I think,
Yeah,
to give Brock to him if
yeah.
that's what you're
Gunther.
saying, bro.
In order for him to give up Brock, like that's what we talking about. Eventually, like you sacrificing Brock's legacy. He wants to retire Brock Lesnar. That has to be the end game. In order for him to do that, he has to win the match.
Hold on 1 second, brother.
Like,
Jasper, I've loved the interaction you have, but there is only one Mr. WrestleMania. There is no modern day WrestleMania.
He
There is
is
only one. No, there's only one.
Seth is the
There's
modern day
only,
Mr.
we are
WrestleMania.
not,
He is
that,
absolutely right.
there is only one Mr. WrestleMania. He is the icon. He is the showstopper.
He is
He is
retired and
Mr.
bald.
WrestleMania.
He is retired and
He
bald.
is Mr. WrestleMania.
Mr. WrestleMania is a title that can be passed on. He even said it himself on the last interview he did. So yes,
Saying that
Jas-
he's being PC. He's being politically correct. All right.
Jasper is right. Seth right now is Mr. WrestleMania, dog.
No such thing. Only one Mr.
And
WrestleMania.
his wife is Mrs. WrestleMania, man. They the mania couple.
Shawn Michaels' wife doesn't wrestle. She was a Nitro girl.
But now, yeah, I don't see how we get to Gunther versus Brock at SummerSlam if Gunther doesn't win this match. Like in order for him to give up Brock, he has to win this match. He has to. So I'm gonna go with Gunther. Jasper changed his pick. Rap said, "I don't see nobody winning the match." But you gonna be do you think it's gonna be a double DQ? So yeah, yeah, I'm going with Gunther. Who your pick, Shaq?
I got Gunther.
You got Gunther. All right, so we all three going with Gunther. Bet. All right, let's jump back to night two. We're gonna go with the women's WWE Women's Championship match. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Who do
I
we
can
got?
put that. I know who Dan picking. Go ahead.
I don't know.
we
That's why I kept saying.
we going 3 out of 4, man. We going 3 out of 4, man. Rhea's gonna take this one, man. They can't. They gotta, you know, they
I
gotta get
got
one up
super. I
on
got
us.
Super Rhea.
Yeah, they gotta get one up on us. So man, we going to take 3 out of 4 that night.
I told. All right. So this is a battle of what makes logical sense and if we was a fly on the wall and whatever they're saying in the writers' room. And that's my conflict where I was telling Shaq earlier on the way to work. That's my conflict with this match. Logical sense says that Rhea Ripley should win this match. Wrestling sense says that Rhea Ripley should win this match. But the way they have been booking Jade lately, especially with her beating Io clean, clean on SmackDown Friday night, it's almost saying that they're doing too much to protect her and that somehow she's going to win this match. Not clean, but whether it's the other two getting involved or whatever, I could see Jade winning this match, yo.
I got my bad. I got Io's gonna win, but long term, I mean Rhea's gonna win, but long term,
Mhm.
Io is gonna betray Rhea and go back heel. Because
Mhm.
You
remember
think?
why? Remember when she turned heel originally by betraying
Yeah,
Bailey to try
yeah.
and either I think she was champ at that point,
Mhm.
or she ended up using Bailey to become champ or something like that in that whole crew, and then she betrayed Bailey. So I wonder she has that in her. You know what I mean? The same way
Yeah.
Rhea's had it in her in the past, like to be advantageous. So I could see Rhea winning for the fact of them to eventually get to Io betraying her or something.
Which I can understand your pick. So let's look at the opposite end of the spectrum, right? Somebody could pick Jade and say if they believe that Rhea is going to be the one to turn on Io, they could say that Rhea losing to Jade could result in a crash out, and that could lead to her turning on Io. This could go a multitude of ways. We could also see Bianca return and cause Jade the match. Like it's this can go a multitude of ways, yo. I'm once again like logically Rhea should win this match. I'm gonna go with Jade though. I do think Jade is gonna win this match, man. The question is, does Bianca and Jade rivalry need a title involved in it?
Eventually,
That's the answer to that question. Answer who wins this match. 'Cause I do
eventually,
think
but they don't like. I think the
I don't think
story
I don't think
of
that match
them,
needs a title. That match is personal.
yeah, the story of them is more valuable than just having a title on the line to have one. I think.
yeah. Matter of fact, you know what? Change my pick. I'm gonna go with Rhea. I'm gonna go with Rhea. I'm gonna go with Rhea. But I could definitely see Jay winning that match. Jasper said in regards to Seth and Gunther, he said that means Oba has to win for Brock needing to prove his dominance at SummerSlam with Gunther. Just a thought,
Good point.
which
Good.
we can go into that match right now. So Oba versus Brock. Who do we have winning this match?
Oh, but we going 3 for 4, man.
I'm not listening. For those of you who are just now logged, and we appreciate everybody that's locked in with us
Yeah, man.
tonight for
Thank you
episode
guys.
75. Thank y'all, man. This is what we like. We like to debate, as you can see, you know what I'm saying? We like to engage. But for those of you who just now locking in, I have been on the Obafemi bandwagon since the NXT North American Championship win.
Yeah.
You would not see me bet against Oba on live TV no time soon. I'm going with Oba. I don't care. I don't care who Oba faces. I'm picking Oba Femi. So
For the culture, we got to go over. Yeah,
I'm
for the
going
culture.
over, man. I'm going over. Now, here's the $1 million question. Would we be mad if Brock wins?
Yep.
Depends on how he wins. Like I
I
said,
don't
I think
care.
we
I don't
talked
care
about
if
it. Like,
Oba gets up from like 30 F5s to prove his strength. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't be upset.
yeah, like I think we
We
talked about
don't
like
deserve that.
Brock didn't win. Like he survived. Like they were
Mhm.
going after the 1, 2, 3. He just lays there. Like he doesn't even get up. Like he didn't win. He survived. That's like to be the only way. I'll say that.
Rap hilarious. Hey Rav, you been glazing tricked up for hours straight. You don't need to be talking about none of us, dog. That man don't even claim your school, bro.
Right.
Uh, Shout out to Brandon Edwards, man. Appreciate you
Brandon,
logging in with us,
what
man.
up, number? What's good with you, man? Appreciate you tuning in, bro.
He said Oba loses, but it take multiple F5s. Brock been getting crashed every week. Okay. All
That's what I
right.
think. I think like Brock
Hey,
doesn't win. If Brock wins, it's a survival thing. Like he just squeaked by. Like he has to get help to the back. It's like all that.
I wish Oba after his promo the other night after he was like, "I'm the one," you know what I mean, all that. I wish he had said, he's like, and that's not a prediction. You know what I
That's a
mean? That's
spoiler.
not, you know what I mean? That's a spoiler. Hit
Yeah,
Paul with his own line. I think that would have been so cold to wrap it up with
that
that.
that would have been fire. That would have been fire. Yeah, I'm gonna go with O, but it's gonna be a war. Like for those of you, listen, y'all, manage your expectations. This is not gonna be no 5-star classic match. It's gonna be a war.
But what's it gonna be, Big E? What's it gonna be, Big E? What's it
I'm
gonna
not
be,
saying
Big E?
that line. I
What's
will
it gonna,
insert it in the clip, but
what's it gonna be, E?
I'm not saying that line.
What's it gonna be, E?
But this is gonna be
That
a app. This is gonna be.
Willie,
He talking about what's the Big E quote?
Willie, what's his match gonna be, Willie?
big meaty man slapping man meat, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He said you can keep your 5-star classics. You can keep your ladder matches. It's gonna be big meaty men slapping meat. There we go.
Oh my God!
Crazy
Yeah,
man.
the line. I don't know what line is worse, that or Scott Steiner calling himself what's it, the Big Bad Booty
Big
Daddy.
bad booty daddy, baby.
Both lines are equally treacherous,
The
man.
big bad booty daddy.
It's insane. You talk about lies. You talk about names that would not go in 2026. That would be crazy. But yeah, Oba got to. I hope Oba win this match. I'm gonna be fire hot if Oba loses this match, especially if it's like a 5-minute match or whatnot. Hopefully, it's a war. So, all right, let's jump back to night one. Easy match. Well, I don't know, easy. It just depends on what you're thinking. But the women's tag championship in the fatal 4-way. Here, you know what though? Real quick before we get our predictions, here's what I will say because the women have been getting jobbed out of Mania matches year after year, I'm okay with the men's tag titles not being defended, but the women's tag titles are being defended. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It may not be the most popular thing, but because once again, women they might have one match a night, and if they have a third match, it's like a 6 women tag or an 8 women tag or something like that. Them having a meaningful match and them actually getting the tag team nod over the men, they low key deserve it. So I'm cool with it. I just wanted to say that real quick. But yeah, the women's fatal 4-way, we got Lash Legend and Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss and Flair versus Bailey and Live Akira versus the Bellas. Who y'all got?
Bailey Lyra.
Is she cleared?
They haven't
Who?
confirmed it yet.
Bria
They'll
Yeah,
hurt.
know by
Bria hurt.
probably Friday.
yeah, we just gonna act like they
Yeah.
we
Oh,
just
It's
gonna act
either
like they
gonna
are.
be
I'm going with
Oscar.
Lash.
What should we call it? So,
What you about to say, Chilla?
now I'm about to say we'll know probably by SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
Definitely if the other Bella twin is gonna be able to wrestle.
If they clear, was that gonna be your pick, Shaq, the Bellas?
Yeah.
Who your pick, Chili?
Bailey Lyra.
Okay.
If,
Um,
if they cleared, it's the Bella twins. If not, Bailey and Lara. But since I can't answer it because I don't know if they cleared or not.
I'm gonna go with Flair and Bliss. I'm gonna go with Flair and Bliss. I think I think they win. I think the Bellas eventually win the titles.
Can we have
I
a
don't
reprieve from? Can we have a reprieve from this one? Just because we don't know who hurt or not.
just give a
I
backup pick. Just to give a backup pick. If
we
the
going with
Bellas
Flair and Bliss.
You
uh,
pick one. Do it now.
I'm gonna go.
hey,
I'm gonna go Bailey.
you gonna go y'all about to say all right, so you going with Bailey and Lyra or you going with Flair and Bliss?
Bailey and Lara.
Okay. All right.
Willie went Flair and Bliss, right?
No,
No, Willie
Bailey
went.
and Bliss. I
Oh,
went Bailey and
Bailey
Lyra.
and Lara. Okay.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah, I'm
you
gonna
went
go.
Flair and Bliss. My fault.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Flair and Bliss. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Flair and Bliss. I think yeah, I think they're about to set up a feud between Bailey and Lyra before Bailey skedaddles to AEW. So so yeah. All right, and then another night one match before we get into the main events. Stephanie Vakir versus Liv Morgan. Who do you? Oh, actually, we got one more for night two. But yeah, Stephanie Vakir versus Liv Morgan. Who y'all got?
Live.
Liv.
This isn't a serious
Live,
conversation.
live for sure.
Live about to beat up on this girl, man. It's gonna be a good match, though. I do think it's
Yeah,
gonna be
Stephanie can go, man.
Now, Willie, the $1 million question for you: on a scale of 1 to 10, how upset would you be if Stephanie Bakira actually won?
it's not even about being upset. It's just about there is nothing like she hasn't had a good story yet. So
This is
yeah,
her
like if
best
she
story.
wins, okay, cool. But like,
Mm,
give me something good. This is arguably the best storyline she's ever been in since
yeah, for
she's been in
sure,
WWE.
for sure.
Just give me something good, like other than just buying in on the fact that she has the Devil's Kiss move.
Yeah, I
Like,
wish they were able to capitalize on the momentum Stephanie and Julia, and who was the third person? It was Stephanie in NXT. It was Stephanie, Julia, and somebody else. Dang, who was the third woman? You know how you had Trick, Oba, and Javon, and they capitalized off that momentum immediately.
mhm.
I feel like they did it with Stephanie. I don't feel like they did a good job with Julia, but there was one more person they called up women wise at the time. It wasn't Jordan Grace. I cannot remember
Kiana
who it was.
James.
I feel like they've been doing a decent job with her. It's somebody else though, or maybe I'm tripping. It might have just been Stephanie and Julia, but I wish they could have capitalized off that momentum with Julia, but they didn't. So, and that's crazy. Like neither EO or Tiffany is on this card. But I like we talked about. I guess you gotta say some matches. You gotta sell tickets for Friday Night SmackDown in Vegas, and you gotta sell ticket for the Raw the
Raw.
Mania too. Yeah. So, but EO not being on this card is absolutely wild. But I last match from night two before we get into the main events. Um, hold on, Jasper said they haven't. All right, Jasper going with Charlotte and Bliss. Rad said that's my dorm mate, man. Gotta ask why he wear white, fellas. And till I hear him say Hampton on one of these interviews, I ain't trying to hear that,
You
man.
don't know shit, nigga. Shut up.
I ain't trying to hear that. Jasper said you have three face teams and one hill. Somebody has to turn, and then he picked Stephanie. Okay. Oh, you going with Stephanie, Jasper? Okay. All right. And then last match before we get into the main events, Demon Finn Balor versus Dirty Dom. Who do we
If
have
the
winning?
demon doesn't win, Finn, just go ahead and go to AEW. Just go ahead and leave. Just go ahead and leave. Go
Yeah,
back to New Japan if the demon doesn't win.
yeah, I do agree. If anybody, because it's Demon Finn, I said like a few weeks ago, I said who did I say needed? I said it probably was it Becky? I came out. I said somebody needed a win at Mania more than anybody. Like you could make the argument for that person or whatnot. Finn immediately jumps to him because it's Demon Finn. It's Demon. He has to win this match. He it low key, honestly. And I as big as a Dirty Don fan as I am, it low key should be a squash match. But I'll be okay with it being a solid match. You know what I'm saying? But Demon Finn has to win this
Could
match.
be a glorified squash match. I'm getting a little bit of offensive, but not that much.
Not that much. Yeah.
Glorified squash.
If you're gonna cut time for many match at Mania, it should be this one. Like it should be this one. And I love Dirty. I'm a big Dirty Don fan, but it's Demon
This is a
Finn,
match
man.
they should be cutting time from, really.
Because
Come on,
because
man.
which match you think they should
We've
cut
been on
time
a
from?
fucking rampage tonight, dog. I don't know what's
Which
going
which
on,
which which match do you think they should cut time from?
bruh. The women's fatal four way, bruh.
That's on a different night.
So from which night? Night two? Or
Yeah, this is night two. This is a night two match. The women's fatal four way is night one.
you can cut from the IC ladder. You can cut some time from that.
That's on TV, isn't it?
That's on TV.
Even better.
I'm just don't get me wrong. Like I'm just saying it from the perspective of once again, this is Demon Finn versus Dom. Like in the grand scheme of things, like this should be an easy win. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Demon Finn. If this was Finn Balor versus Dom, we having a different conversation. But because it's Demon Finn, and then more so because Demon Finn has lost like his last two matches. That's the main reason why I'm saying it's like he
Edge,
needs.
right? Edge last was it maybe 33, 32?
He had no business losing the edge at WrestleMania 39, dog. He had no business losing the edge. You know what I'm saying? So that's low key why I want a dominant performance from Demon Finn to kind of like remind people who didn't watch that Black and Gold era exactly who Demon Finn is. So, but I love Dirty Dom. I'm just saying from that perspective. So, but yeah, I'm going. Finn, did you give your pick, Chili? Okay. All
Finn.
right. So, we all going Finn. All right. Let's go ahead and get into these main events, man. So, um, oh, hold on. Did we do AJ Lee versus Becky?
Nope.
Oh, all right. Let's do that real quick. AJ Lee versus Becky. Who y'all got? I got Becky.
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 Okay, cool. All right. All three. Okay, cool. Jasper said, yeah, he agreed. Go back to Japan if he loses. If Demon Finn loses, that's gonna be crazy. All right, let's get into the main event of night one. So we got Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton with Pat McAfee as Randy Orton's manager from now on. Who do y'all have winning this match? Shaq, I'm gonna go with you first. You got Chili, you got Randy. All right, who you got, Shaq?
The man that does the diamond cutter.
First of all, it's the RKO.
It's the diamond cutter.
It's the RKO, man. It's the RKO,
It's the
man.
diamond cutter.
Hey, man. Sometimes the remix is better than the original. So, yeah, I'm going with Randy too. I mean, for the do same thing I was saying about Jade. I mean, to do all this, Randy had. That's who I would do. That's who I said. I said Randy needs to win this match more than anybody else on the card. Finn is one. Randy would be two for me. Like he has to win this match. Now, with that being said, y'all don't be surprised if Cody wins this match. do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if Cody wins this match, dog. Do not be surprised. I'm telling y'all, I got Randy, but do not be surprised if Cody Rhodes wins this match, man. Once again, like
we go corporate Cody, right? We think Cody's turning heel, corporate Cody.
He can't turn heel. Pat McAfee, Randy already turned. Yeah, it can't be a double heel turn. Like Randy, you wait. That would have been a waste of a heel turn for Randy and Pat McAfee. So he can't turn heel. But do not be surprised if Cody Rhodes. I'm telling y'all, man. Once again, it's going to how we think as wrestler fans. It would logically make sense and putting yourself as a fly on the wall in that writer's room. And what it is saying, and one of the biggest things they would say is what's next. And the rumor is what's next is a tag match between Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll versus Randy and Pat, right? So what does that look like? Who is champion going into that match? You know what I'm saying? So do not be surprised if night one ends with Cody Rhodes music being playing and they say and still. But I'm with y'all. I'm going Randy.
Yes, Randy's a heel. The fans just aren't booing him. Right?
He's definitely here. That's one of the reasons why they got Pat McAfee with him now to try to make them boo him. So yeah, but even when Randy comes out, they're gonna boo Pat McAfee. They're not booing Randy.
Don't go crazy.
Yeah, they're not booing Randy. They're still gonna sing Randy's song and stuff like that. And then night two, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title. Chili, you go first because I think you already know who I picked. So Chili, you go first, man.
Really, Shaq is going Punk based on what he's going to see. You're going Roman. I don't know because
what time is it, fellas?
I don't know.
It's clobbering time. Let's go.
It's 9:42.
Good reason and for Punk to win for the fact that he's never really had this moment.
Yeah.
And then I see there's good reason for Roman to win. But if I'm a betting man, I think Punk wins off some shenanigans that happens. This is not going to be a match that is just clean.
Absolutely
doesn't
not.
Make sense for me.
Absolutely
for
not.
Either of them to win cleanly. I just don't know what happens that results in Punk beating Roman. Because I see Roman having more active enemies than Punk having active enemies in the game right
now. Our minds are aligned, but continue.
So that's where I get stuck at. But then it's like, why are you going to have the vet signing come in and beat your top dog? Like that don't make no sense. It don't. Your top star, Roman, who has 1,000+ days as champ. It don't that don't make no sense to me. You know what I mean? So I'm conflicted on who I want to pick.
So here's a $1 million question, right? What would be next for whoever wins? And once again, like it's all about what's next because it ain't like WWE takes time off. Like this ain't the NBA champions, the NBA finals or the Super Bowl, and
So you
there's
got
time in between. It's
King of
like
the
what's
Ring and
next?
SummerSlam that
Yeah,
are your next major stories coming up.
yeah. Why you thinking? Real quick, Jasper said, "Hear me out. Cody wins, and he has to face Jacob Nets." He said Royce Keys is the accomplice for knocking out Jacob Fatu's grill, and Cody will probably win. That's interesting. It's an interesting theory. Okay,
Royce.
interesting theory. So yeah, for me, I say this. Why you think it's silly? I say this like taking my fandom out of it, right? Um, Once again, it's about what's next. And number one thing to think about, not confirmed, but there's a rumor out right now that CM Punk is about to take a extended break, like a couple months off or whatever. If you think about it, CM Punk's been
He's been on like yeah,
he
he's been
hasn't taken
working.
no days off for like the past couple of years. Like McIntyre's had a break. A lot of everybody's had a break. Even Cody has had a break. Everybody has had a break, but him. He hasn't been written off TV or anything like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like they said that he's legit been like going through a tough time since Larry has died. Like they said the last interview he had, he was saying how he's cried every day and stuff like that. So he might legit be about to take a break. That's food for thought for anybody making a fair pick. You know what I'm saying? So that's food for thought, and that goes into your pick. Two, once again, it's about what's next.
Yeah, you know
And
what? I'm going Roman. Motherfucking Street Fighter's about to come out. They need a nigga as champ, bro. We're walking around that motherfucking belt, bro.
I was just about to say that. Great vibes, dog. The man got a movie coming out. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason
one of
why
them gotta have a belt. Cody
one
or
of them
Roman.
got to have a belt. In order to sell this movie, one of them got to have a belt. And then once again, SummerSlam. We got to get to SummerSlam. And what makes more sense? Braun, because I think Braun taking the title off of somebody at SummerSlam. What makes more sense? Braun taking the title off of Roman in the passing the torch, or Braun taking the title off of Punk? Because Roman got this whole thing he got going on with Seth too, that they eventually gonna get back to. I think there's more avenues and storylines with Roman. And there's something Roman said recently in an interview. Roman said that he's taken a long enough break. He said this at the in December of last year, but he was like he's ready to get locked back in and actually put WWE back to where it was when he was the champ. I do, and then you got this whole thing with the Usos and how they're gonna be involved. There's more storylines for Roman being champ and what's next in CM Punk. So taking my fandom out of it, I know that sounds crazy for me to still say taking my fandom out of it, but Shaq, you would have to logically explain to me and counter why it makes sense for CM Punk to win. And I'm gonna give you that opportunity right now.
Number one, he is the best in the world. That's number one. That should not be overstated. The best in the world, right? And number two,
My nigga Shaq, go ahead like that.
number two, right? We gave him his triple threat main event, right? Sure, on night one. Now let's give him his real main event and let's give him his win. And now he can be sewn up and now he has no more complaining left. He's accomplished everything. So you give him these two things and he's good to go.
Does he deserve it?
Of course he does. Why doesn't he?
Why is he so much deserving of he's walking in as champ? Why does he have to win?
He is the best in the world.
He's better than Gunther, is what you're saying.
The best in the world means just what it is.
It's crazy because I said on a podcast episode, I want to say like 55. I said that CM Punk might have an argument for the best wrestler in the world. You disagree with me. Now you're up here glazing this man. I'm trying to.
Glazing is such a harsh word.
It is a harsh word. My bad. Not glazing,
It's a harsh word.
but you're right. It is a harsh word. I'm sorry. Maybe say I replace it with another word. But you know what I mean. But you haven't given me a logical explanation.
Do you need logic when it comes to wrestling?
Fair. All right, so I'm definitely going Roman then. I'm definitely going Roman. Silly, you thought of a pick yet? You
Yeah, I said
decided?
Roman. I said.
Oh, you said
When
Roman?
I interrupted you earlier, I meant that.
Okay, got you. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm going Roman. Chili got Roman. Shaq got Punk. Who y'all got in the chat? I see B Edwards. He got Roman. Maya got
That would
Roman.
be hard, Brandon. I doubt
Listen,
it, but that would be tough.
that would be super tough. And you start the new. Yo, let me tell you, dog. If they start this bloodline story and get the entire family, because we see, yo, I got a theory. I got a theory about Friday night. I had a theory about no, Monday night. I got a theory about Monday night. My theory is that I don't. All right. So for those of you who didn't watch Monday Night Raw, there was a tag match, a 6-man tag match between the MFTs and LA Knight and the Usos, right? The Usos and LA Knight end up winning because LA Knight hits the BFT on I think it was Tonga Lloyd. They call him Bachelor. They hit the BFT on, but the reason why they was distracted because Tama Tonga did not come out with them originally. He came out late through the crowd, and Solo and the tall one was I can't think his name right now.
Tonga.
Yeah. Tyler Tonga. They was pissed at Tama Tonga for being late. My theory is that he was with Roman. That Tama is getting ready to leave Solo and join with Roman. Tama could that he's a wild card. If Roman does turn heel, he's a wild card for getting involved in this match. Because the theme with Roman in the Bloodline story, he always had a backup plan that we didn't see coming. Like, so the Usos will come out there and might get involved or whatnot, but then it'll be somebody else, like how they did with Solo and Drew or whatnot. Here's the other thing. I'm gonna lose my mind if Roman comes out to the original Tribal Chief thing. Not this new one, but the old one. Oh my God. I'll lose my mind, dog. That's gonna signal everything. That'll be a game changer. That'll have everybody guessing whether he's gonna turn heel or not. So just something to think. My theory for Monday night is that he was with Roman and he's gonna leave Solo and link back up with Roman. But if they get the entire family together, Zilla, all of them, oh my God, yeah. We talking about cinema. That's a word CM Punk probably can't even spell. So yeah, man. Who we got? Jasper said the man beat Gunther. Who else should take the title off of him? Okay. That's a good food for thought. I bet. So our predictions is locked in, is solid. Shaq, I think you got a question for us in the night. What you got, brother?
Yes, I do. To all my people that love and still watch wrestling, welcome to WrestleMania week. It is here. It is upon us. It is every wrestling fan's Christmas. The question I have tonight is, we know WrestleMania is all about iconic moments, all about iconic matches. So in light of that, the question I have tonight is, as a wrestling fan, what is your personal favorite wrestling moment of all time?
Mania or just period?
Your favorite wrestling moment of all time?
That's tough, man. That's extremely tough.
That's why I gave you the question earlier. Think about it.
iPhone problems.
Yeah, that's iPhone doesn't.
The reason why that's a tough question, that's like, it's not like asking like what's your favorite football moment is, because you're gonna automatically pick something from your team, right? It's so many different ways this can go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't pick just one. I feel like
that's a lot. Can we dumb it down to Mania? Can we just?
Why didn't happen at Mania?
Nah, you don't have to dumb it down to Mania. I'm just gonna name a couple that stand out.
If you're in the chat too, go ahead and put yours in the chat.
Like any any Undertaker promo from when him and Paul Bearer were together when they used to have like the sets and he had the cemetery set. I would
Hmm.
say any of those promos, just for the fact of that's probably my earliest wrestling moment that I can remember watching that and
Mm.
Yonkers. So any of those and being scared out of my mind watching that, like, yo, this guy is scaring the fuck out of me. Like, what the hell's
Yeah,
going on?
real talk.
Why is this scary man on my TV?
Hmm.
Uh, and that being my favorite wrestler and like all the attachment to that. That's literally where it starts at for me. I would probably say that. Uh, as weird as it is, wrestling moments, because again, like mine are, it's not necessarily like they were like great moments, but it's just like what
Hmm.
I really remember. Uh, what was it? Was it Bret Hart Bob Backlund in the I Quit match when Bret Hart's mom threw the towel in?
No,
Yes,
it's
That
Owen, right?
or was that?
that
What
was
was that? It
on.
was
Owen threw
Owen.
the towel in.
Owen threw the towel in. His mom didn't throw the towel
Because
in
that started
anymore or
the
something
feud.
like that.
Owen convinced his mom to throw the towel in. That's what started the feud. The
All right,
Yeah,
WrestleMania
you're
yeah.
right.
championship.
So
You're
that
right.
match, I remember one of the very first pay per views I actually got my mom's to order.
We
That's
had the
why.
box, brother.
No,
No,
hey,
no,
bro.
no.
Hey, bro. Sorry, sorry. So some of us were upstanding American citizens, bro.
Not the
He good,
Frenches.
brother. And I'll give one more. Uh, it's not even that it's a favorite moment. It's just, man, fuck wrestling. Uh, what is it? 23-1. Taker's lost to Brock.
That's why I said favorite moment,
It's
because I know
20,
you all want to pick that. That's
20,
why I said
20
favorite moment.
is 21-1.
21-1.
21-1. Yeah.
It's not even about it being. It's a moment I hate, but I will acknowledge it as a favorite moment, just to like be a reminder of like wrestling at its core for me, man.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I think that 21-1, as much as I wish Undertaker was undefeated, he deserved it. He should be, and I'll stick to it. However, I understand that in the grand scheme of the wrestling ecosystem and being able to give of yourself like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And what surprise came from that actually happening. Like
Yeah.
that, I think that is arguably the greatest reaction in wrestling history, if not one of the top five.
Hands down. Hands down. The level of shock, like hands down. And it's crazy because fandom aside, I mean Brock should have won that match. Like Brock should beat the Undertaker. He's if anybody should
Yeah,
conquer the street,
yeah.
it's Brock. You know what I'm saying? But from a wrestlers,
I don't give it to Brock.
no, all right. So I was just saying
Who
from
do you give
like,
it to then?
Bray.
but who's more unstoppable, Bray or Brock? Who's more believable to actually like defend the street? We wanted Bray to win to put him over, which I would have been cool with, right? But at the same time, like logically, like we did this wasn't Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Like this was Undertaker at WrestleMania 30. Like we knew watching WrestleMania 29, like this is probably gonna be his last classic match. Like he had his wits in. You know what I'm saying? So I fandom aside, like when they said in the grand scheme of things, I understand it's Brock, you're trying to build him up to an unstoppable monster, but at the same time, two things can be true. I still think Undertaker should have retired undefeated. You know, so or if he was gonna lose to somebody, lose to Roman or lose to Bray. I'm with that for sure. I would say my favorite moments, a lot of my favorite moments ironically did come from Mania. If I had to think of a moment outside of Mania, it would be when Austin and Rock fought on the bridge for sure. Um, the Rock smells trash,
Rock smells trash.
and I legit as a kid thought Stone Cold was dead. I thought he was dead. They had the funeral, like that was him coming back. That was dope. As a Taker fan, Undertaker's return at WrestleMania 20 was legendary for me as a Taker's fan, especially because for years we got to see him as Biker Taker, and nobody was a fan of Bike. We understood, like, and once again, as I get older, I understand why, because we had to give a chance to miss the
Yeah.
dead man character. We needed that, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that a lot of us hated it made us anticipate the dead man character return even more. So WrestleMania 20, Kofi Mania for sure. Kofi winning that title, man. Um, the first time Sting appeared as Crow Sting is going to be up there for me. And then as a match, definitely the first time I saw Taker versus Shawn at WrestleMania 25, yeah, I was like, it was like when we first watched Infinity Wars, and it was like, yo, this is different. Like than any other superhero movie I've ever seen. Same feeling I had after I watched Dark Knight. Like, yo, this is crazy. I had that same feeling after I watched that. But the last one I would say is definitely, I always say this, and I just seen this moment today and got teary-eyed all over again. Sasha and Bianca, WrestleMania 37 in the main event, man. That's legendary. That's legendary for all reasons, man. So yeah, what you got, Shaq?
Those are all great, right? And I hate the fact that this man is a part of my favorite wrestling moment. Like I hate the fact that he's but Hulk Hogan turned the heel is my favorite wrestling moment of all time. Like, and I hate the fact that that man's a part of that memory. Now that we know who he
You
really
talking
is.
a part? He is the memory. What you mean? He is the memory.
And then, like him coming out in the red and yellow and then not knowing what's going on. I thought he was truly coming out to save the day. And then he dropped the leg on Macho Man. And the NWO's form and wrestling was really changed because of that moment.
I thought you was gonna say Shawn Michaels coming down from the
Brother,
top of the
that's
arena.
next. Brother, that right there is pure. You want to talk about classic. That entrance, that's the best entrance in WrestleMania history, you ask me.
Oh,
There's that, yeah, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And then
nah. Hey, chat. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. We got a couple that's saying Brett versus HBK Iron Man match. BL was in. Jasper said that. Triple H versus Undertaker in the cage match with Shawn as a rep.
Matches, Jay.
Yeah, for sure. But y'all, is HBK coming down from the top of the arena? Is that still the best entrance in WrestleMania history? I don't think it is no more, y'all.
okay.
I don't think it is no more, yeah.
And Mick Foley winning the title on Raw. You talk about the streak being ended. I always say I haven't heard an arena louder than that moment right there when Austin music hits and when the ref counts to 3 for Mankind winning the title on Raw from The Rock. Those two moments right there, I haven't heard an arena that loud like ever. Like I don't think nothing compares
Yes, you
to that.
have. Yes, you have.
Okay, all right.
Yes, you have. You was there for one. I'm gonna give you a moment that you was there for.
The Hardys coming back is comparable.
That pop when the Hardys came out of WrestleMania.
It's comparable.
Bad Money Backlash pop was crazy too, bro.
Crazy.
I really think it's because y'all don't. Yeah, shout out to Queens, what's up, Southside. I just think y'all really don't like that. I watched that like 2 days ago, like the pop that also got, and then the pop that Mankind got when they counted 3 was.
Oh no, it was
insane.
It was insane for sure. We're not saying it wasn't, but I do think you've heard Pop say loud. The pop CM Punk got when he returned to Chicago at AEW.
It was very loud.
That was very loud. You know what I'm saying? Like the pop. We was at WrestleMania 33 when the Hardys came out. Man, that was crazy. That was crazy. It's been some shoot. I would even say this. That's why I asked y'all if it was worth it. The pop that Seth got last year when he cashed in on Punk at SummerSlam, that was. You go back and listen to that. That was crazy. So, but no, it's definitely that pop that they got is definitely would be in my top 3 though for sure.
And my last favorite moment is just, I'm sorry, I love you, and then followed by the super kick. That was cinema.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I love
that's
you.
my honorable mention. I want.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I love you. And then with the super kick.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So, best. I'm still thinking about this best entrance thing. I don't know, man. It's been some tough entrances at WrestleMania since then. You talking about like all the way back to WrestleMania? What is it, 12, 11 or 12? It's been some tough entrances since then, dog. I don't know, dog. I don't know. What you think about it? You think that's still number 1? You got Undertaker's entrance at WrestleMania 29 is up there for me. Um, his entrance at 30, in hindsight, was fire. Um, who it's been some fire entrances here. Roman's entrance at WrestleMania 39, crazy. Um,
Nope.
it's been some crazy entrances, bro.
I'm not
Triple
saying
H's
that. I'm not saying
Triple.
they have it.
You
I'm
remember
not saying
you remember Triple H entrance at WrestleMania 32?
You remember when he came down on the motorcycle with Steph?
You remember the joint at WrestleMania 30?
Was that
Was it?
California? Was that when he came on the
That's
Terminator?
that's where Charlotte and them was on the Charlotte and Sasha and Alexa was
Tasha
on the
Alexa.
throne with her. That is Triple H got a few that's fire. Undertaker got a few that's not even just fire, classics. Like, you know what I'm saying? Charlotte entered the arena in a helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, dog. I don't, Shinsuke's even though he lost, Shinsuke's WrestleMania 34 entrance was crazy. Crazy. Crazy.
Mr. WrestleMania.
I, I don't know if that's still number one. I don't know if that's still number one, dog. 'Cause at the end of the day, all he did was fly down from the top of the arena.
All he did.
These days, people have done that. Darby Allin done did that like 50 times.
Boy, mascot's a Tuesday for a mascot.
Right.
That's a Tuesday for a mascot at a game.
That's literally like that's literally over 20 WrestleManias ago. You know how many times people have came down from the top of the arena? Now,
how many times it happened in WWE?
He ain't even he all he did was come down from the top of the arena, go into the crowd, and then walk out.
All he did.
In my humble opinion, that's not even his.
Thank you, Brandon. All he did is that's crazy. All he did. That's crazy. Yeah. No, come on, man.
We are in 2026. This is not 1992 no more. Like people have done that. If you saying for that time.
Thank you, Jasper. Thank you, Jasper. Thank you, sir.
If you say it for that time, that's not.
Thank you, sir.
For that time, all he did is crazy. I'm not saying for that time. I'm saying if you compare that interest,
it was a fucking every a Monday and Wednesday for Sting.
You guys,
but Sting was doing that every week. Sting was coming down every week. Sting was coming down from helicopters.
You guys can do everything you want to discredit the man. It's all right. It's cool.
I'm just saying, I don't know if it's number one no more.
It's cool, bro. Kids say it's cool.
Not about discrediting it. It's just like
no. This is great. All he did was come down from the roof. All he did.
Saying, like,
it's 2026.
There have been so many way creative and better.
Hey man. Hey.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot more creative. Entrances, man. Bray Wyatt joint.
Beside you, bro. Right
Bray Wyatt joint was fire. Bianca got a few. That was dope. Yeah, I don't know if I gotta rewatch the tape. For that time though, I mean legendary. But once again, this is 20 years now. Like people have done way more creative stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't know if it's number one no more. I just don't. I just don't, man. I just don't. John Cena had the Eminem intro. John Cena got a few. He got a few. Yeah. We're gonna have to rank that. We're gonna have to rank our all-time entrances for Mania and then go from there. But man, we appreciate y'all locking in with us, man. We know we've been recording longer than normal.
Comments, we appreciate. Also, if you're in the area, if you're in the 757 area, I know they are showing WrestleMania at Waterside this weekend. I more than likely will be there Saturday to watch night one. So if you're out there, come on out, come holler at me. I'm not sure if the fellas are going to join me, but I know I'll be there. Come holler at me, come kick it, come take some pictures, ask some questions, and come watch WrestleMania. Come watch a Wrestling Fans Christmas night one.
Yeah, we might. I might pull up. We'll see. But yeah, man, definitely make sure y'all like and subscribe to the content. For those of you that's watching us on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. If you don't use YouTube as a normal platform to listen to your podcast, we on Spotify, we on Instagram, we on Facebook, we on TikTok, we on Apple Podcasts now as well. So make sure y'all check us out, man. Like and subscribe to the content. engage with us, man. We love doing this. So
Right.
appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have an
Love
amazing
y'all,
and
man.
blessed week, man.
Thank you
Enjoy
guys
Mania.
for staying with us.
Enjoy Mania, man, and make sure you acknowledge your tribal chief this weekend. We out.
Definitely will. Enjoy your way to Vegas. Peace. Be safe, man. God bless everyone.
Yeah.